1, 2. All good. I think Sergey's presentation was a perfect example and explanation of how Zabbix actually is serving the success. I like the naming, serving the success to our customers and also the users. My presentation is more about how Zabbix customer support is helping our customers achieve their achievements. But before we get deeper on how we can actually do that, what kind of challenges we have, and what you can expect from the customer support, I think it's important to understand, there we go, what exactly the customer achievement is. And again, the first part was already covered by Sergey in a previous presentation. Whenever you're choosing some sort of the software, I think it's really important to understand and find the company with a name. Something you can rely on, something that will be here for stay in the future and for many, many years, and that will grow together with your company to meet your expectations and do everything properly. That was already covered. Also, sustainable growth, like we are today. Your company is at the size as it is today, but in the future, of course, it will grow, which will bring some additional challenges. More servers to monitor, more devices, more offices, branches, data centers, new systems, new technologies, and you want to expect that all of that will be covered by the monitoring solution that you choose, which goes basically same with the long-term success. Measurable outcomes. So we decided that we are going with this monitoring solution, maybe Zabbix for this case, and after a year or two, it would be great to look back and see, okay, so what are the actual outcomes? What did we get from using the solution? What are the benefits for our company? And with the Zabbix, I think it's definitely, you will have these benefits. Plus, with a Zabbix as a monitoring solution, you can even monitor these benefits and see those outcomes on the graphs, which is pretty great. So what's the role of the customer support, how we can actually help you to achieve those goals and look back at decision to go with a Zabbix after 2, 3, 4, 5 years and see that, okay, it was a really good decision. The support is like a bridge between you at the point when you just start to use the product, when you go with this decision, and between your goals that you have set for it. We do provide the guidance and expertise assistance for all of our customers with everything that we have throughout the journey of this monitoring software and the monitoring as such, because for us customers, they come different. Some come with a huge monitoring background. They might even have a huge background with the Zabbix, and then eventually they decide, okay, we also want to be backed by the vendor itself. And we decide to purchase the support and move on from there. There are also different stories. Whenever someone just decided that either they're switching from some other monitoring tool or they never had monitoring at all, they were only relying on some system engineers monitoring everything with their eyes, and reactively, whenever customers are saying that, hey, your service wasn't available for 2 days in a row, okay, then probably something was wrong. Zabbix customer support team, right now it consists of 18 team members. I will not say specifically engineers because there are few more guys than just the technical support engineers. And in the last years, we went quite global. I would say that 3, 4 years ago, Zabbix support team was based mostly here in Riga, Latvia, a little bit outside of the borders, but right now we're all over the place. We have engineers from Latin America, Victor, the guy. Also from Argentina, we have one guy who was previously working in a Zabbix headquarters here in Riga. Right now he works in a Zabbix Japan and is also assisting our customers and us, our team. Argentina, Ukraine, Georgia, all over the places, which does helps us to provide this 24/7 support. Because, of course, working here from the Riga, we were doing that for many years, but it brings some challenges. Nobody's willing to work overnight. It can get you burned out, so it's better if there's someone else in different time zones who can cover that. High employee tenure, I think it says something about a company and about a customer support. Not a secret that customer support is not exactly a position where you usually expect this high tenure. But for us, we have engineers with work experience here at Zabbix in a customer support for more than 10 years, which is huge. And then think also from the perspective that this guy who has 10 years of experience working with a Zabbix since version probably 2 dot something, maybe even 1 dot something, providing assistance to all sort of different customers in all sort of different technologies that were present 10 years ago, with huge baggage of experience is today supporting you and answering your questions while you are just in the beginning of your journey in a monitoring, which of course is a huge advantage and helps you a lot. Technical proficiency, probably one of the best, in my opinion, one of the best things that we have in technical support, and I always emphasize that we're much beyond just Zabbix support. I think that's the thing that people usually expect. Okay, we have a vendor, we have the customer support from this vendor, so we do expect that they will assist us only within this software. But in our daily work, like the questions about, let's say, Zabbix frontend, how can I create some item, how can I create a trigger or configure an action, is, I don't know, 5% maybe from all the questions. We do receive questions about architecture, different setups, different integrations, different monitoring protocols. How can we monitor Docker? How can we monitor Kubernetes? How can we set up Zabbix in containers? How can we achieve high availability database replication? How can we tune database, and so on and so on and so on, which is heavily related to the Zabbix itself, but in some way, is it really connected with the Zabbix as a vendor, as a software? Probably not, but still, our support team is doing their best to provide this assistance, no matter what's the question, and no matter what's the platform or protocol it is about. Technical account managers, this is sort of a new addition to our team. I may be wrong, but I think, no, I'm not wrong, starting with this year. The idea was here already in a previous year, but the actual account managers appeared quite recently. They're also part of the customer support team, but they have a little bit different goals. Like if the technical support engineers are responsible to provide you technical assistance, technical account managers are here to basically provide advocacy for our customers within the Zabbix company. And it is a huge success not only for the customers, but also for us, because this was noticed quite a while ago that, okay, we have technical support service desk, let's say, and the customers are expecting that, okay, I can open a ticket, write some question, get some answer. Not always those questions that customers have are purely technical, and we cannot really expect that technical engineer whose main job and main task is to help you solve those technical problems will be able to understand, listen, provide, and suggest answers to your non-technical questions. So this is the role of the technical account managers. Currently, they're included in enterprise and global support packages. Price, not price, but included in our rate. So it's for global, it was 4 hours per month, and for enterprise, 2 hours. That you can spend with our technical account managers, ask your questions, give your vision on the future and strategy of your company, and try to align this vision and strategy with a Zabbix, which helps us to understand what our customers really are expecting from the products, what direction we should look in the future in terms of new features roadmap, and maybe there are some existing features that are not executing very well, which should be changed. They're also not here only to talk with you. They're doing also some background work, like proactive analysis of your issues and everything that you're reporting, to see what are the weak spots, let's say, within your monitoring experience and journey. Maybe majority of the questions are about one specific topic, and they can notice that Instead, when you have 10 engineers and each of them is creating tickets about the same functionality or monitoring or whatever, they see that and provide this feedback to you, also suggesting like how can we solve them. Perhaps you could have some customized training in this direction. Maybe we see that here now and then, every second day you have some performance issues, so we could make a full environment review for you, which usually takes 2-3 days, depends on the size of your instance, which follows with full written documentation with the recommendations, what you should do, what you should change, and this scales from Zabbix configuration till the hardware setup and architecture of installation as such to achieve a better result and to avoid all of these performance issues that you might be having. What are the actual available support channels where you can get help? And it's pretty straightforward. I don't think that we differ much from other vendors who provide technical support. First of all, it's a service desk. You just log in with your credentials, create a ticket, describe the problem, and you receive the support. Email, which sort of a separate channel, but it is basically connected with the service desk itself. Like, you don't write an email to technical engineer, you write an email to the designated email address, which is registered with your email so that whenever you send it, a ticket is created in the service desk. Phone line, here, available 24/7. We have US numbers and Europe numbers, but phone is good. Phone might be good for some quick question whenever you don't have 5 minutes to wait for an answer. Phone might be a good solution if you want to really, I don't know, escalate something, but I think all of you understand, whenever we're talking about, let's say, Zabbix server down where we have some major outage, phone line might not be the best channel to solve such issues. It's still better to create a ticket, provide as much information as you have, including the logs, graphs, screenshots, description of what we were doing, what happened, and you will receive your support pretty fast. So the ticket or remote session, this is always a choice, and at least from our perspective, we try to understand like which approach would be better here. Not every problems require immediate jumping on a session. Sometimes we need more about the issue until we can jump on the bridge, join the call with you, and solve the problems. If those are just generic questions, how does Zabbix do this, or is there a functionality in the Zabbix that can solve my problem, it might be better for the ticket. If there is some really high priority troubleshooting whenever something is just not working or Zabbix is not executing well, then it's of course time for the remote session where our engineers will fix all your problems as fast as they can. And if someone is worrying about like what platform we use for these remote sessions, for us the gold standard is Teams. But if your organization prefers something else, we're like pretty open. If you have your own bridges, that's not a problem. Technical expertise examples, and Sergey had a slide with all our services, which includes turnkey consultancy, training, and template building, troubleshooting, upgrades, and much more. Important to understand that right now, basically all of our engineers are doing all of these services. So they have experience of those heavy deployments. They know the best practices because they did that multiple times themselves. And one of the things that we do is like complex architecture environment installations, cross data centers, high availability, replications. You might say that, okay, for us, we have many different conditions. Zabbix native high availability is not enough. We want more. We want to integrate with load balancers for the front end and have multi-node database replication set up. We can do all that for you. We even have cases whenever a customer comes and says, it was especially a thing during the COVID when traveling was not possible. Here we are. We need Zabbix. We need it to do this list. But there's one problem. We're not able to give you remote access. and since it's COVID, we're not able to travel at your place. Sounds challenging, it is, but still there are workarounds. We've set up many installations with the Ansible playbooks. It takes a bit more time. It takes a bit more communication between our engineers and our customers, but the result stays the same. Installation is deployed, running, customer is happy, and our job here is done. All flavors of integrations with all flavors of systems like CMDBs, ticketing systems, messaging platforms, whatever, where we partly share a work between the integration team, but also for us in the case when your company has something like really company specific. It's not something available in the global market, it's something only for you, and you need those specific metrics to be collected within the Zabbix. We can jump on a call with the technical support and you explain what are the goals, what could be the challenges, what are the protocols that we can use, and a bit describe your system, and we will be ready to do the estimation and provide a ready solution for you to achieve your goals. Technical support services. This slide was here a couple of minutes ago. I will probably add just a little bit that you can see we have support availability. That's cool. Initial response time. Different tier has different SLAs for the response time and resolution time. I can tell you for sure we exceed these numbers more than 2 times. The numbers are really good. Customers do get their attention basically since the beginning. Since I work in a Zabbix, there's a rule of thumb that we don't leave any issue without our comment, without last message from us. It's very important that the customer sees and knows that we are here. Maybe we're not able to provide a solution to your problem with 1 or 2 comments, but we're always here to get more information from you and try to find a solution so that we can fix the problem and close the ticket. Knowledge exchange and sharing. Community is a huge part of the Zabbix, always has been and always will be. Huge amount of people sitting here is confirmation to that. And probably that's why many, not all, many Zabbix engineers create a lot, share it for free online, answer to your questions that you might have in different social media platforms like Telegram, virtual meetups that our marketing team organizes here and then. Free webinars available basically any week, only if there's, like this week, there's Zabbix Summit. Everybody are busy with the summit, so this week we don't have a webinars. For next week we do. If you want to hear some experience background, you can always jump inside those, ask some questions, and receive, again, an answer not from someone who just learned this webinar presentation, but for someone who is providing the support to our customers for many years and had some hands-on experience with the most complex solutions. So even if the presentation, the webinar itself is about something simple, like how to install Zabbix in 5 minutes, I'm sure you can sneak in some a bit out-of-topic questions to receive some assistance from our engineers. Proactive support and assistance, which is very important, and that's probably one of the goals for us. Switch from being reactive and answering to the problems when they already happened and do our best to be proactive and find the issues, find some weak spots within your installation and point on them like, hey guys, there is an issue here. It's not a problem right now, but it will be after a week or 2, and do our best to solve it and provide some solutions before you even felt the problem itself happening. And I think that's also one of the key principles in a good support, so you get the assistance so that problems don't happen, not only someone who will guide you how to fix them when they already did. Training and resources. Having a customer support is good. you can rely that there always will be someone who will assist you, solve your problems, but for a good result, it's important to speak in the same language. So it's very beneficial that even our customers have some decent expertise with the Zabbix and some knowledge and understanding about how the components work and what you can expect from this and that. So that's a good place for the Zabbix training courses. Core courses to just get your head around the Zabbix and understand how it works, what it does. Extra courses if you are just focused on some specific niche. Maybe, I don't know, you decided that you want to ramp up the security of your Zabbix, so there is a designated course for the security which will guide you how you can improve all that you already have built. Webinars for free, public events for free, official and unofficial events, so there's quite a lot available for you to get some knowledge about the Zabbix. And to wrap things up, feedback and continuous improvement is extremely important for us. We really value any feedback in any channels, and you might think that this sort of limits, like, okay, you're listening for a feedback from your customers who are Zabbix users for 10 years, but we're not a paid customer, which is not true. Being a customer means that, okay, you have some few additional channels, like Service Desk, where you can provide this feedback, or leave a satisfaction comment and score after the ticket was closed. If you're not a paid customer but still a Zabbix user, there are plenty of resources and communication channels where you can share your feedback for us so that we can do our best to adapt to the changing IT, changing expectations of our customers, and provide a better solution for all of you. And I would lie if I would say that we don't have any challenges. We do, but the challenges are the ones that I hope we will always have, because those challenges are related with the fast and rapid growth of the company, our customer base, and also size of the customer support itself. A couple of years ago, we were only 5, 7 engineers. Right now, we're 18. We're looking for more. Zabbix is evolving. There are more and more new features. Zabbix is being used in more and more places, industries, and our main goal is to keep up with all of that and provide you the best customer support you could ever have. Thank you. That was it.